people we did not elect, people that were not democratically elected, were making decisions for Biden and then giving him the responsibility of those decisions. To me, there needs to be some sort of punitive measures taken so that the next time something like this does present itself, they will be concerned about making those decisions because of the punitive measures.
In this video, we're back with Andrew Schulz and Charlamagne on their podcast, Brilliant Idiots. Andrew Schulz and Charlamagne discuss the insanity around the Biden health cover-up in Jake Tapper's book. With that, let's watch Andrew Schulz wreck the Democrat Party.
You go and get that right now.
Can we please have a discussion about Jake Tapper's book?
Jake Tapper's book,
I've seen you be quite outspoken about this, Charlotte.
Well, I was outspoken about it before I read it, in typical Brilliant Idiots fashion. Okay. But what I said still stands. There's not nearly enough accountability from Jake Tapper in regards to the media's role in the cover-up of President Biden's decline. Because that's what the book is about. The book is about President Biden's decline, his cover-up, and his disastrous choice to run again. This, first of all, it's a great read. I'm not even going to sit here and act like it's not a great read. It's the #1 book in the country. And it's #1 for a reason, because it is a great read, right? But all it did was give details to everything that we already knew. There is nothing in this book that over the course of the campaign, or even before the campaign, that a motherfucker like me didn't say. So, I said in 2023, Biden should drop out.
Just out of curiosity, Charlamagne, when you said that about Biden, did you receive any sort of like scrutiny?
Oh my God.
Oh, you did?
Smoked me out, man.
What did they call you?
It was on MSNBC saying I was a Russian. I was spreading Russian propaganda. And I'm like, why? Because I got eyes? And you know what's even more fucked up about this book? In the book, it talks about, I forgot what the percentage is, but I think it was like over 60% of Americans thought Biden was too old. So I wasn't saying anything that was so out of the ordinary. I got eyes.
Oh, man. When all of us were saying these things about Biden, we were saying these things about the current administration, we were sharing our frustrations with the administration, you got labeled radioactive, Russian propagandist.
MAGA.
We got labeled extreme right-wing lunatics, right? Now, all of a sudden, you've seen many of the liberal media pundits start to echo the same sentiments that we were saying for 4 years.
Yeah. This one is so hard for the Democrats to wiggle out of, because the evidence of the facts are there. Biden's poor mental and physical health were covered up from the American people. So there's no calling this a conspiracy theory now. This same stuff that anyone with a functioning brain already knew, but anytime we brought it up, we were told by a bunch of idiots that we're conspiracy theorists. And we'd get asked questions like, oh, are you a doctor? It's exactly what Charlamagne said. No, but I have eyes and a working brain, and I know when someone is not all there. And he said, you know, we've been saying this for like 4 years. I'd say a lot of people watching this, including myself, have been saying this for 5 to 8 years. So this isn't new. This isn't news to us. And Charlamagne is also right in saying, isn't the bigger story about the media's role in this, not to mention Jake Tapper's role as being part of the cover-up and now profiting off of it? It's so ridiculous. Democrats the worst. Let's get back to the video.
We got criticized for it. Now, we can't go, I told you so, because it's good that they're getting to this point.
Oh, no, we can definitely say that.
All right, let me say this better. The mature version of this is to not sit here and go, I told you, and go, well, it's good that you're here because now we can make the party a better place and you understand what people, well, we're not mature.
We're not mature.
So we got to have some
conversations.
No, we're not.
Listen, the back of this book says,
where's the apology to us, yo? What the whole corporate media apparatus on the left side had tried to make us radioactive for 4 years. Now all of a sudden they're doing this reversal where they're echoing the same talking points that they criticized us for 4 years. They're going on talk shows and referring to you and myself as these like extremists. And now they're saying the same fucking thing.
Same shit.
But because they can make money off of it, all of a sudden it's okay.
You labeled us part of the right. Now it's time for you to say that we were right. Okay? That's what the fuck it boils down to. And you know what Jon Stewart said that was so ill? Jon Stewart said, you're making money off telling us things
that we knew.
You should have told us for free 2 years ago because you're the fucking news outlet.
Forgetting about the fact how weird it is that the news is selling you a book about news they should have told you was news a year ago for free.
I got mad respect for Jake Tapper. You know what I'm saying? This ain't an indictment of Jake Tapper. All I'm simply saying is there is not enough accountability being had by the media. And you know what? I don't want to hear Biden lied to us all. You know why? Or the Biden administration lied to us all. That's not a good enough excuse. You know why that's not a good enough excuse? Because you got eyes. Because you got ears. And it was your job as a journalist.
Aren't you a journalist?
That's
do
right.
Some fucking research?
That's right. The same way I can go on Breakfast Club or The Daily Show or Brilliant Idiots and say things like Joe Biden is too old. Joe Biden.
If you like watching videos like this one, like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Let's get back to the video.
Biden needs to step down. Like, you should be able to say that on your mega platform, but you didn't. And guess what? If Joe Biden was president now, you still wouldn't be saying that. You wouldn't be saying that right now if Joe Biden was president. Listen, this shit says, the back of the book says, what the world saw at Joe Biden's one and only 2024 debate was not an anomaly. It was not a cold. It was not someone who was under or overprepared. It was not someone who was just a little tired. It was the natural result of an 81-year-old man whose capabilities had been diminishing for years. My guy, I was on ABC News with Jonathan Capehart. With Jonathan Capehart. I said verbatim, February of 2024, Joe Biden should not debate Donald Trump. He will get washed by Donald Trump in the debate. I said that everywhere I went, but I said it on a huge platform like ABC. And I said, because even though Trump's 3 years younger than Biden, he just comes off more youthful. And he got them motherfucking jokes and them zingers. He's going to run circles around Biden. It took for y'all to actually put him out there. And you know what they say throughout this book when they talk about the debate? Why did they ever put him out there? Who was around him that didn't see he wasn't capable of going out there? We not at the White House every day, Schulz. We're not even in the press conferences at the White House as journalists. We're watching on television.
So who was really president? That's what I want to know.
Well, but that's the good news in the book.
And who's the committee?
A lot of people, lobbyists don't.
So I'm very curious to see where they go when we return to the video clip, because when Andrew said, who's running the country, Charlamagne said something like, well, that's the good part. And then the guy off camera said something like that too, right? What's good about a committee of people that are unelected running the country, propping up the supposed president like Weekend at Bernie's and making decisions that impact every single American? What if these people are radical on certain issues? What if anything? We don't know what these people's agenda is. Well, I mean, we know the liberal agenda, but individually, whatever. How they're going to say that was a good thing that the country was run by a committee. I hope that I'm just wrong, that I'm misinterpreting what they're about to say. I do like when Andrew said, where's the apology to us? I feel like that a lot, and it's petty, and I don't say it out loud, but it's just crazy that being a conservative, you can get insulted by groups of people because they swear you're so wrong about something, and then you're right about it. It's not a conspiracy theory anymore. And you never get that same energy back like, man, we gave you a hard time. That wasn't fair. Even that, not even an apology, just an acknowledgement like, it was a little unfair the way we talked to you. I mean, I feel like that happened during the pandemic, lab leak, taking the jab in general, Biden's cognitive decline. I mean, but anyway, it is petty, and I like to be better than the other side and just be content in the fact that I know and you know and we all know the truth. Let's wrap up the video.
From the Politburo.
Yeah, Politburo. Yeah, what was the name of it they had? The Politburo, they called it?
Politburo. It's like
and should there be some sort of punitive measures?
No.
Well, let me just get it all out.
Okay.
Should there be some sort of punitive measure, bare minimum accountability, but punitive measures, and then some sort of legislation put in place to stop this from happening again? We had a situation where someone that was holding the most important position in the world did not have all their faculties with them. Yeah. And the people around them hid it from the American people. This is democracy. This is not a dictatorship, right? Hid it from the American people and were potentially, allegedly, making decisions on behalf of that person. People we did not elect. People that were not democratically elected were making decisions for Biden and then giving him the responsibility of those decisions. To me, there needs to be some sort of punitive measures taken so that the next time something like this does present itself, they will be concerned about making those decisions because of the punitive measures.
I wonder.
That guy off the camera is insane. Andrew's 100% right with everything he just said. But we want to hear from you. What did you guys think about this conversation between Charlamagne and Andrew Schulz? Let us know in the comments. Anyway, As always, really appreciate you watching, and we will see you on the next one.